A golden throne is a heavy thing to sit upon when the floor beneath it is already cracking. Solomon is dead. The wisest man to ever live has left behind a son who inherited his father's crown, but not a single ounce of his father's heart. Behold, Shechem, a city choked with the dust of rebellion. Jeroboam and the elders of Israel stand before the new king. Their backs are scarred from Solomon's labor, their pockets empty from his taxes. They offer a simple covenant.
Serve us today, and we will be your servants forever.
Power has a way of deafening a man to the truth. Rehoboam stood at the crossroads of mercy and ego, and he chose the path paved with iron. He rejected the silver-haired wisdom of the elders. He listened instead to the hot-blooded whispers of the young men who grew up in the palace shadows. He didn't just deny the people, he mocked them. He told them his little finger would be thicker than his father's waist. He promised scorpions where there were once only whips. The peace was a lie. As soon as Rehoboam felt established and strong, he abandoned the law of the Lord, and the heavens fell silent. From the south, the horizon darkened. Shishak, king of Egypt, rose like a desert storm with 1,200 chariots, 60,000 horsemen, and an army that stretched as far as the eye could see. One by one, the fortified cities of Judah crumpled like parchment in a flame. Shishak didn't just want land. He wanted the soul of the kingdom. Rehoboam looked out from the walls of Jerusalem and saw a forest of Egyptian spears. He realized then that his thicker finger and his scorpions were nothing against the judgment of the Almighty. The king was no longer a tyrant. He was a hostage in his own palace. The prophet Shemaiah entered the court with a word that cut deeper than any Egyptian sword. The Lord says, "You have abandoned me, so I have abandoned you into the hand of Shishak." In that moment, the iron heart of Rehoboam finally cracked. The king and the leaders of Israel did something no one expected. They humbled themselves. They bowed their faces to the dirt and admitted, "The Lord is righteous." God saw their tears and stayed his hand of total destruction. But grace often comes with a scar. He spared their lives, but he surrendered their treasure. The gates of the temple were thrown open, not for worship, but for looting. The Egyptians marched out with the 500 shields of solid gold that Solomon had forged, symbols of a wealth that once defied calculation. Rehoboam watched the gold leave, replaced by shields of cheap, dull brass. He still sat on a throne, but the shine was gone. He was a king of shadows, ruling a kingdom held hostage by its own rebellion.
The glory of my fathers, carried away in the hands of others. And I stand, a king who cannot stop them.
Now Rehoboam's story ends with a chilling epitaph. He did evil because he did not set his heart to seek the Lord. He spent his final days guarding brass shields, a haunting reminder that when we trade God's glory for our own ego, we always end up holding a counterfeit.
If you enjoyed this content, like, comment, and subscribe. We read our Bible every day and want to share some of these fascinating stories and how they affect our daily lives. Thanks for watching.